Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. Let's continue where we left off, and that is with the new year, January the 4th, 1942. We've already gotten over all of these in the last episode. So let's skip just that. And let's just start out here taking a look at the theater boxes. Because we did some shuffling around last turn. I kind of want to see if there's already some stuff visible. So Western Europe, 106. Norway, 84. But it takes at least 3 turns to get troops there. 99. 98. Interesting. So we're still not at enough. Let's take a look at the schedule here. Because we have a bunch of units that arrived there, and it does not look like there are any additional units going to go into the garrison theater box for the moment. So we'll have to send some more. I wonder why this is golden. Like, what makes it so that it has this golden thing here? Like, what would be the difference between the 207th Security Division and the 339th Security Division that makes it golden like that? Can't really see what that potentially would be. One thing that's actually quite interesting is that the 207th Security Division actually has a much lower power requirement, or at least amount of men. So this is a 41 Security Division, and then what is this here? Okay. I can't even see the TOE. For whatever reason, that's kind of weird. Oh yeah, wait, here, sorry, never mind. 41, 13th, and 14 wave static division. Okay, so that's different. Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, I need more troops. If anybody knows why it's golden, I wonder. So let's take a look, not at Norway, at the reserves. There's some cavalry from the Romanians there. I'll transfer them to the Soviet Union garrison. I don't think I need to transfer that to the Soviet Union garrison. Let's just send them to the map. Yeah. Alright, Pioneer can go to the map. Then there's a bunch of security or construction battalions. I'll also send them to the map. I'll need to take a look at the support units either way, but oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. Yeah. I don't actually know what the additional effect of construction battalions in theater boxes is. I mean, they're I know what the use is of them on the map, but I don't think they have the same kind of effect with theater boxes. I mean, what are they gonna do? Dig units in there? That's a lot of units there. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, then there's these security divisions. Let's send these also to the Soviet Union garrison. I don't know why this in access reserves. Yeah. Pretty much, and again, just send all of this to the map. No, that's a bit of a tedious job, but that's part of the game. it's well, that's part of War in the East. It's very micromanaging. Can you imagine that you'd have to do this for the entire war on all fronts? Well, that's kind of what we're doing, but alright, so that's there. Not really intent on sending the 1st Romanian Armored back. So these are at 92, which is, I guess, okay. I could already send them back to the map. At least, no, they're still rocking Panzer 1Bs. Wow. Okay. Really? I guess they must be considered to be light tanks. Let's take a look here. So, we got recon tanks. I guess they're recon tanks, supposedly. Type recon tank, yeah. So, they have 71 recon tanks. So, April 42. That changes to 21. In the form of Panzer 2F. Alright, because rocking all these Panzer 1Bs seems to me to be a little bit ludicrous. And yeah, okay. Well, I did always say that if they have a certain, if they're above 90, I'm gonna send them back, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So those that are at 92, I'll send them back to the front, and yeah, they've been relaxing enough, I suppose, refitting, etc., etc. So and I need those units anyway. So 17th Panzer Division will also be sent back to the front. They don't have any Panzer ones. They've all Panzer 2Cs. That's better than nothing. Really? Panzer 4F will be upgraded to Panzer 3N? That seems to be a problematic overhaul. Doesn't it use an entirely new chassis? I don't really know that much about that stuff, but I always thought that the Panzer 3 and Panzer 4 chassis were wildly different. And you can't just change Panzer 3s into Panzer 4s and the other way around, because the chassis is different. It's not just as if you're gonna throw a different kind of gun on it and then just call it a Panzer 4. Because the way I gather this is as well is because the Panzer 3 has a weaker chassis. That's why you don't really see any long-barreled Panzer 3s. Like almost all of the Panzer 3s, if not all of them, I believe, are short-barreled. Panzer 3G short barrel, Panzer 3H seems to be short-barreled as well. Let's actually take a look. So I know I'm just ranting about absolutely nothing here, but you know, if you're not used to that kind of stuff by now, then you're in trouble. Although I'm not as bad as maybe some other channels. Anyway, Panzer 3J seems to be, I mean, technically it's a short barrel. It's like 50. Yeah, it's 50 millimeter. So Panzer 3F has a 50 millimeter. I mean, it's a Tauchpanzer, doesn't really count, but just for goodness sake, it's 50 millimeter. Can I take a look at the? Yeah, see, it's even a distinct chassis, Panzer 3 chassis. How can you have a Panzer 4F? It uses a Panzer 4 chassis, so how are you going to upgrade the Panzer 4 chassis to Panzer 3? I mean, I know it's a Panzer 3N, so it's an infantry support model, but still, that's just kind of odd to me. It's like, what the heck? How do you do that? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a bug? Well, maybe one of you knows. It just seems very weird to me. That's not how it's supposed to work, I think. Transfer to the map. You're at 93 anyway. So these replacement panzer battalions, they just... Like, I don't quite understand why they have this. Were they really a thing? Like, I understand that for this game, they want to have a quick way to, you know, dump all these panzers back into your panzer divisions wherever you feel like. I think that's the idea of these things. Panzer heavy machine gun section. What the heck is this? Did they really use these replacement panzer battalions and then send them to a panzer division and said, like, here you go. You just take these take these panzers. I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating a little bit. I'm making a joke out of it, but did they really do something like this? That they just said, here we have 1st Replacement Panzer Battalion in German. You're gonna go to the 1st Panzer Division or 18th Panzer Division, doesn't matter, to whatever Panzer Division they felt like, and said, look, they lost a lot of tanks. You're gonna be incorporated in there. Okay, well, I'm not gonna judge the game. I guess we got a bunch of stuff here. 202nd Panzer Regiment. God forbids we need it, because I lost some gazillion tanks last time. There's also a bunch of infantry divisions here. 88th Infantry Division, 5th Mountain Division. Holy cow. Let's see. They seem to be, I don't want to say unimportant, but they certainly don't seem to have been as influential as some other divisions here. Heavily damaged fighting around the Rosen, Poland in November 44. Okay. 5th Mountain doesn't have a bio. Netherlands Motorized doesn't have a bio. Obviously, I purposely put this here because I'm Dutch. I mean, it's just... One thing that I actually read once, but I'm actually not 100% sure about its legitimacy as a source, and I haven't actually looked any further in it, mostly because I'm not that interested. But I did find it funny. Is I actually I read from a source that in the Netherlands they had around 40. They estimated that they are around 42,000 people active in the resistance against the Nazis, but that they had a total of 44,000 people actually joining them. Now, out of those 44,000, I don't know how many were voluntary and how many weren't, obviously. But this source seems to suggest that for whatever reasons there might have been, more people actually joined the Germans in the war than there were active resistance members. Now, I mean, I'm sure that from a personal viewpoint, risking your life for the resistance seems to be, well, whether you're risking your life to die on the front line or risking your life in the resistance, it doesn't really seem nice either way. But I did find it interesting that supposedly there were so many people that actively joined. I found 44 to be actually quite high as a number. I mean, there might have been Dutch in supporting roles and stuff, but given that the Dutch, well, basically here they have the Netherlands Motorized Infantry Regiment. Even if all of these members are Dutch, which might not be the case, but even if they're all Dutch, that's only 2,800, and I know that later on there will be SS division created, which is, I believe it's like 19th Panzer Grenadier Division, something like this. There will be a Dutch Panzer Grenadier Division later on as well. And I'm not sure how many Dutch people will have participated in that, and whether the support roles for that division will also be Dutch, or would have been Dutch as well. Um, I, I mean, it comes as no surprise that the Dutch are not particularly proud of that part of history, so they tend to forget that kind of thing. Uh, they usually don't teach you anything about you know Dutch Dutchmen joining the Germans. They don't teach you that in primary schools at all. Like I'm not saying that what they did is correct, but it is kind of weird. Like they really only tell you that there were people in the resistance. That's it. Like they do tell you that there are people who kind of were like supporters of the Nazis. They do tell you that. Um, so that's there, but then these people, they claim that these people then only helped in the occupation or something, or they gave them food, or things like that, and these people always get rich of the Nazis over other people, and they're despicable human beings, etc., etc., right? That's how they're portrayed, and then in the end, of course, they always get chewed out by society, and etc. So there's a very specific narrative that they're trying to spin on it, which I do find interesting indeed. Like they're really trying to portray as those people as the despicable human beings. That's basically how it is, which is, I don't really like that narrative, to be honest, because good. I always think that good people can be pushed into doing bad things, and I think especially these times with Corona and stuff, I think that becomes especially visible. Uh, there's some nasty shit out there, and yeah, I don't tend to get into politics very much on this channel, which I like. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm distinct one of those people who's pro-choice, and people should make their own caste-based analysis on whether they want to get vaccine, etc., etc. But not everybody seems to be very thankful of those thoughts that I have, those ideas that I have, and just in general, you see people doing pretty nasty stuff, especially if you're looking at countries like New Zealand, Australia. It is quite worrisome, to me at least, from a standpoint of liberty, but also humanitarianism. It's yeah. I mean, maybe I don't know. It might not come as a distinct surprise to some people, but yeah, I'm quite libertarian, so seeing all that stuff, yeah, it kind of feels like the world has gone a bit cuckoo over the head, a bit crazy, with a little bit. I mean a lot, and yeah. As I said, I'm seeing a lot of good people do bad things nowadays, and I wouldn't be surprised if the same was back then. So yeah, I don't want to put everybody who sympathized with the Nazis back then as despicable human beings. Not at all. Um, And I'm distinctly saying not everybody. I mean, if you're working in one of the death camps, that's just, yeah, that's an entirely different story. But let's not go there. That's a bit too much terror, even for me. Anyway, back to happier things. Playing War in the East, because I haven't done anything yet. All right. In the South, once again, I mean, it hasn't cracked yet, so I'm more than happy at just keeping things the way they are back there. Distinctly, we haven't had that many problems yet in the South. We might very well see those problems soon, but not right now. Not right now. Anyway, this is the first real problem that we're having currently. So the thing is, I don't know. I have to go through air directives. I don't know how powerful they are. If I had spare panzer divisions, which I thought at some point I had, but maybe I already used them to plug the line, which is very likely. Yeah, we'll have to see. Actually, the thing is, they actually did not break through here yet, as far as I'm aware. But I'm more than happy to attack them wherever I can and make those units their route, or at least some of them. Let's actually just start here with the losses. So the Soviets here were now at 4.079 after last turn, and we're at 712. Showing the metrics, let's just quickly go through it. Victory points 702, initiative is for us, X high watermark, sun victory points still 750, total men for the Soviets still going up, for us it's going down, total guns, AFVs, aircraft, Soviets still losing a lot of tanks in their assaults. They're attacking with a lot of tanks, but yeah, they're still down. And then airplanes. Manpower losses for the Soviets in the last turn, 60,533. Over 1,000 guns. They lost 616 tanks. Aircraft losses very low, obviously. Aircraft losses pretty much zero, because I don't have any planes at the moment. So all of the losses are flag or operational. Fuel stores for us still going down now at 1.821. I mean, for the Soviets it really doesn't matter. The thing is, we have over 1 million men in the manpower pool, and we just cannot get them to the front. And I'm quite sure that that it's a problem of logistics. And up until a certain point in 1942, I don't exactly know when that is, there's a penalty on rail transport. And I don't know whether that's in March or in July. I read it in a manual at some point, but as you know, I have no time to read the manual. Something happened, or anyway, you can't, yeah, you're having a penalty on rail transport up until either March or June, July 42, and then that gets lifted, and I believe that at that point you can send a lot of manpower into the manpower pool. But the fact that we have over 1 million men in the manpower pool just sitting there, and for the Soviets is 114, like that, that is pretty interesting to me. But at any rate, I have no reinforcements in that area currently. They actually did hold on for that particular turn. Now, what I could not do apparently is send these units back. Now, sending them back just like this is not necessarily the greatest. The interesting thing is that somewhere, apparently here, most likely as well, I had to get back up, but now I don't know where the river is, so that's a bit of a problem. I think these guys might actually be able to hold out for a turn down there, even though they don't get in. They have 11 out of turn, 80 rifle squads damage at the moment. You know, that's unfortunate, but I think they might be able to hold out there, at least, like I said, a turn. The thing is, I would really like to do a heavy attack there, but I'm not quite sure whether I'd be able to make it against that cavalry division, and I'm also a bit concerned about my abilities to plug the gap. I might just send at least 2 infantry divisions to Orel. Let's just start at that. So most, if not all, of my divisions will be going to the center and north, and or north at least. Anyway, let's yeah, the rail line actually doesn't get there all the way yet. Yeah, I don't have the Gomel-Briansk line yet. Now I could try to send these guys through Zukinichki. There are basically 2 options: to send them all the way down through Kursk and then up, or to send them through Zukinichki. Let's just send them through Zukinichki for the moment. Again, we're heavily burdening this line with the transportation of additional forces. But I want to send the 211th Infantry Division at the very least to Smolensk. And then I'll pretty much send everything up there. As much as I can get them. Let's send these other guys over to Vitebsk line. Right, I have to do it differently, individually at least. Because I need to use different rails, and otherwise it seems at least like they're going to use the same rail line. There, which is definitely not what I'm looking for here. And the 202nd Panzer Regiment, can I actually already set them? No, I cannot. Switch them to be incorporated or support. I guess I have to be on the exact same hex as a Panzer Division there. Okay. Man, this is pretty harsh in terms of rails here. I mean, we do have very high levels of snow everywhere, though. Now let's see if there are any Romanians that decide that they want to get frisky. I don't think so. What? We had these Italians here? And they didn't even tell me. When did I get them? They must have gotten here on this turn. Mountain. 5th Mountain Division, some... Oh, yeah, okay. They got here this turn. Okay. Right? No, this is Presencia. No, no, they did not. When was it? Can I see like a history of when units came to the map? I really should have paid more attention to the transfer. Is there any way to see the history? Luckily, they're. I don't want to say they're just Italians. That's not. I don't want to diminish their effort in the war, but from a gameplay standpoint, they are not very effective. Okay, that's just all I'm saying. Anyway, I'll send them to the southern part of the front. I actually don't even know whether it's worth it that much to send them out right now. But you know what? I'm just gonna YOLO them out there and I mean, okay, wow. You could use another rail line. Oh wow, this is almost done. That's super nice. At least for this tiny chunk, we'll have a second rail line. That'll be amazing. That'll be really good. Yeah. Excellent for supplies. So this is their crown jewel forces, eh? The Pusteria Alpine Infantry Mounted Division. I'll be putting those to good use. All right. I'm grateful for the units, for sure. They'll be put to good use, hopefully. All right. Back to action. I was gonna play one episode each time. So I mean, it's the same here. The question is, do I want to risk these guys getting weakened even more? They're currently, well, these guys aren't even, now I have set static. I just really have to think about it. Let's take a look up here. So I'll send the rest of this division out there too for another shot. These guys are at 62%, 80%. Some of these units, they really never get attacked, and they're in a position where I'm actually fine with having them as static here. I'll get 176 trucks and 2 AP. I actually want to see where I can see my trucks here. I probably fuel in units, vehicles in units, vehicles in depots, vehicles in pool, 9,135. Vehicles in repair, 106,066. And we have 36,514 vehicles in depots. Baltic troop ships, black cargo ships, or Baltic cargo ships. Okay. However, there are quite a few units here that I can set to static. It also gives me extra AP, which is also nice. 3 AP, huh? Alright. And I don't have to push with these guys at any rate. Now the 58th and the 121st, I'm not gonna put them into static because they get attacked quite often. You're in fort level 3. But especially these units here, which which don't seem to get attacked very often either, which is indicated by the fact that they're at level 3 fortification levels. That 11% supplies, huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised it's not going very well with supplies out here. The question is whether I want to put these in static mode. I have to think about it. Lienemann must have 7 infantry, yeah. Let's take a look at von Kuchler, how good he is. So he has 5.6, 7.7, 5.7. The fact that he has 7 infantry is pretty good, but we can do better. I don't think I want Schörner there, but well, actually, let's change the leaders at the point where we really need it. I mean, this is a place which is pretty well defended, and not much is going on. So why would I? Oh, why would I want to change that general out there? I'm not. Well, yeah, I can set them to static here. That's okay. That's the entire 126. Sure. Okay. Things get a little bit more dicey here, but apparently I can once again just bring them back. There will be a point when these guys will get routed. Don't get me wrong. I think they're gonna be in trouble at some point, but that point is not now. On train still. Yeah, so I have no train going up there. So the moment that I have the unit selected and I click on move mode, they'll start moving. They're actually just at 1. Wow. That's really bad. This is Lightwoods, but these guys are pretty powerful for that. The thing which I kind of find the trickiest part here is really you gotta give me a break. Like I really have to go through there like that. This Panzer regiment is depleted. There's almost only damaged elements. So they're out of there. What do we have here? There's that Panzer Regiment, 12th Panzer Division. which is also sent from OKH, also down to 1 in terms of combat strength. You see, the thing which I find very strange, in a sense, is that even though I just sent them there by rail, and that's all I did, they still have, like, only damage units. I guess they just got damaged regardless, because, like, simply just for being there, like it's too cold. That's the idea. Now, I don't have that much faith in these guys anymore here. And although I believe that if I move them down, yeah, there's no movement left at that point. Clearly. Let's get them out of there. I'm not too hesitant to try and inflict losses on the Soviets during my, or additional losses on the Soviets during my turn. The ultimate goal, of course, is to get them to, I don't want to say abandon their attack, but to weaken them so much that at some point I can hold the line. Like, I need to exhaust their offensive capabilities there, not only with the addition of, with the inclusion of additional infantry divisions to eventually plug the gaps, but that was not my intention, by the way. I did not want to send the 256th in there. That was not the plan. So that's my bad. Now, what is my plan? Is this Kalinin? It's this hex. These are heavy woods, and this is swamp. So it might be a little bit easier, hopefully, to defend out here. '19th, 19th, and 19th Panzer Division. Okay. You cannot move further. Now, I'm having a bit of a problem with these. I feel like I need to stage a retreat, as unfortunate as that is, but this is getting dangerously close to an encirclement that I don't want to get into. So, let's not. I know they're level 3 fortifications, and that it's highly unfortunate that I have to get out of there. But... okay, you're obviously getting out of there. You're getting ready for shipment. Let's get you to Volokolamsk. When did the Germans give up Volokolamsk anyway? December 20th. Okay. It's a shame I cannot get any of these units in here. How weak are you? 10? That's good enough for the moment, either way. These two are doing very poorly after consecutive attacks. Ugh. The fact that I cannot yet retreat these guys out might become a significant problem. Any units that are just going to rest will be put under the OKH, and in this case, let's actually take a look. This is the 39th Motorized Corps. Yeah, I don't think necessarily that just throwing panzers at that problem is going to help out. Let's get the 20th out too. They're below 10,000. Like they need to get out of there. And just the fact that I can get those tanks, you know, ultimately repaired that way should be good enough. Alright, so I guess that's what I'm committing to. Let's abandon Moscow. I also think that it will be prudent to help these guys out. So 20th Motorized Division has seen some severe beating out here. They need to be pulled out of the front, and let's shorten the lines at least by 1 hex. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Come on, dude. This is just no good at this point. So let's retreat from that 1 hex. I think it's a little bit too exposed for my taste. And it does allow me to put this Motorized Division in a position where I'm much happier to have them. 5 fresh infantry divisions are reaching the front there, so let's hope that they can make a bit of a difference. I'm wondering if they're taking my fortifications. Like, for them to have level 3 fortifications there. I guess the front line was here before, so it No, that makes a lot more sense then, because these fortifications were there all along at that point. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Alright. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So there's still these two. Do I want to set them to static for now? Yeah, I guess. Unready, huh? Don't tell me these guys are unready too. The cavalry Romanian corps is. Though I don't necessarily think they should be, but... Puto anti-tank? Huh. Now that thing is, for all intents and purposes, quite useless. Yeah, okay. Let's switch them around, to be honest. Because you're powerful enough to be there by yourself. And I'll put these in static mode too. Actually, let's keep them on, or just ready. Yeah, let's set you to static. Let's leave that army for now. I don't 100% like that position. So... yeah, these guys are having a pretty rough, even though they're in the city, indeed. 14 are damaged here. Once again, they're doing a great job with the rail, I suppose, down here. So that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they're kind of at their limit down there. So in order for them to keep working down, I would need to move the HQ over to Dolia as well. Let's just the unfortunate business is that I have a few units, like the 60th motorized here, just in supply. You know what? Which units do have that? So these are all... yeah, okay. So what I can do here... is well, let's actually go up here. So what I want to do, 3rd Panzer Army is hold it. I mean, Huba is already really good, and Lothar is also really good. Joachim is bad though. Well, he's not like bad, but bad enough that I want to dismiss him and change him for... These are all mech, right? Yes, the motorist, yeah. So the fact that Schörner has 5 military, or why do I keep saying? Oh, the MS. All right, MS mech, I is infantry. Even Erhard Raus would be considered to be a better general there. Walter Nering is even better. And then for the 10th Corps, Christian Hansen is reasonable, but then I need Ferdinand Schörner for that. With 8 infantry, I don't think it will matter that much, but he has 9 morale, 9 initiative, and 8 infantry. If there's any person who can hold the line with these infantry divisions, it has to be him, because there's no better general there that I have. I have no other 8 infantry general, I believe, that I can switch it up with. And no, I need to keep you on the depot. So he has 657. Which we can definitely replace. But the question is with whom? 657. Preferably I'll get somebody with 7. Yeah. He's somewhat better. We're at 16 AP. Funny that I get to see that. I just cannot imagine attacking across the river at this point is going to be such a great idea into level 2 defenses. Despite them looking really weak, it might just be because of bad intel. I feel like. So if I do attack, Panzer battalions, that might be a bit overdoing it. But I will assign them some Stuck batteries. No, the thing is, maybe I just should actually. Whoop. This is going to be something. But it does get me what I want, which is them being pushed out. I have nothing to get into that gap. But the fact of the matter is that at least they've been kicked out. Huh. Holy smokes. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. Maybe. Wow. Guess I'm gonna need some serious fireworks there. Anyway. Let's use these to somewhat plug that gap, although I'm not particularly pleased with it. Where's the rest of the other part? Up there? Ah. Huh. Really? Wow. I mean, they did have 3 times the comet value. I know that the HQ is down there, but okay, I can't just go about and move these HQs now. Yeah. Okay, well. Nothing to be done. Either way, I'm not gonna go through the enemy's turn this time because, you know, my time is already up by a long shot. Once again. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.